Welcome back, folks. With me, Phil Turo. You're watching part 7 of the Mega Man X4 Let's Play. So we just got done taking out Frost Walrus, so we're actually going to go and take on Jet Stingray, which is still my least favorite level, even though it's 0, because the level really doesn't change at all. And also Jet Stingray kind of ruined my perfect run for 0, so I'm a little bit salty about that. But Jet Stingray, he destroyed the city and escaped to the sea. Well, there's not very much information on the wiki other than he was Replo, worked his way up to the ranks to become a member of the Replo Navy of Replo Force. And he had great respect for General and Colonel, and he stood by him during their coup d'etat. So not much to be said there, but in this level with 0, your ride cruiser is black, I forgot what color it was with X, I think it was red. But you're not going to die most of the time from losing all your health. You're going to die from falling into the pit. And right there, just do what I did, just get the heart tank. Here, just jump and then dash. Here, jump over those black bridges because they will explode. And if you're kind of slow and you're holding back, you watch you fall through the ground. And there, as you saw, just jump and dash and then jump right there. And then just go through here and you'll finish the first part of Jet Stingray's level. Not too hard, but that's where you have the pits that will kill you. This section, you'll actually have sections that if you don't jump at the right time or you fail to get the heart, not the heart tank, the energy tank at the right time, you could die, but that doesn't happen to me. But as I said, I do die to Jet Stingray because of my own negligence. But just jump through here, and then when you see Jet Stingray, dash into him. That way you can get him off the level as soon as possible. It doesn't matter if you take damage because there is a full heal capsule at the end of the level, so you don't have to worry about your damage. Unless you're just tanking hits and you're about to die and you have a small life bar. So jump, dash, and then get your tank. If you're very lucky like I was, you'll be able to just glide across and not die. Like I said right there, there's a full heal right there, so you don't have to worry about anything going to Jet Stingray's level because you'll be fully healed. Ah, he's still after me. And I went ahead and had Future Phil put in those audio clips, so I didn't really voice that last part. But that's going to be kind of ironic for Jet Stingray to say that, because for the pride of my army, I will defeat you. Yeah, well, he is actually going to defeat me. Now, I didn't talk so much about Jet Stingray during my X run through because I was playing at the time while I was commentating, but for 0, it's a little bit more riskier to use his weakness because 0 will dive straight down. If you can time it right, he'll dive into it from the front, and then you can slowly back up while you're falling down, so you don't get hit. What I should have done is I should have just slowly whittled down his HP with my normal attacks until he did this, and then use his weakness. Another strategy is his backside is vulnerable because the tail does not have a hitbox, so you can actually hide right behind him and get some free hits in. You just got to remember that the ground hunters he's shooting will still be on the ground, so just be wary of that. And then when he's doing his little vacuum cleaner attack, you just go ahead and strike him with it from the front. The pink ones, they will fall down. They will fall down and trap you, and so you have to make a decision. If you don't take them out in time, you have to make a decision where you're going to get hit by the ground hunters or get hit by Jet Stingray. The ground hunters are generally going to be a better choice in terms of which damage you take. But if you're very good, you don't have to worry about that. Just take out the ground hunters. But yeah, and that's about it. He's not a hard maverick. He just got the better of me in this part, and I, for whatever reason, didn't check my my energy tanks to heal. But yeah, his backside is where he won't hit you while he's in the air. You just slowly slide down and get your hits in. But yeah, he's almost dead. And once you get him to his half health, or at least the yellow, he will, like I said, shoot the pink ground hunters, and that will be the more dangerous of the attacks. Now this right here, be very careful, like I said, because now he'll actually go up and down. And when he's going up and down, especially when he's coming from below, you're not going to be able to see exactly where he's coming up until he comes up. So it makes it very hard to use your your ice attack, because if you hit him right in the middle, you're going to take contact damage. Hit him from the sides, just barely, you'll avoid that contact damage, but you'll do a lot of damage with his weakness. But with that, we beat Jet Stingray, although he destroyed my no death run, but you know, that is what it is. Now, Jet Stingray does not give us a weapon per se, he gives us an ability. So Heian Yaku is actually going to be a air dash. So now he can air dash, which is very nice. You get a little bit extra mobility in the air. I wish they would have just given him that and an extra attack, kind of like what they do with, I want to say it's Storm Owl, that you kind of get a 2-for-1, or it might be, no, I think it's Split Mushroom, that you kind of get 2 abilities at once. But Cyber Peacock is going to be our next Maverick that we're going to take on. Cyber Peacock was originally an AI that was functioning as a protection program designed to stop hackers from infiltrating important computer systems. However, Grim Reaper dude has rewritten his program to make him arrogant and vicious, making him indiscriminately attack anyone from accessing the network. Now, with Zero, the first section, you're only getting extra life. There's not anything very important in this first section, so if you want the extra life, speed it up and then you can get it. The second portal will be a heart tank, the third one will be a energy tank, so that's kind of nice. Now, Cyber Peacock's weakness is going to be the Ryujin, the fire attack we got from Magma Dragoon. So just make sure you have that when you go in here. And just be very careful when you go through here. You don't want to get hit by any of those yellow orbs that will slow down your progress and prevent you from getting rank S. So now we get the heart tank. We got that, so that's excellent. And now we will have to worry about getting rank S in here. Now, if you tackle this while you have Split Mushroom's ability, which I think Split Mushroom is the one that gives you the double jump, that makes this section so much more easier, and you can have a little bit more easier time navigating some of the areas. And then just remember, the more you hit the yellow balls, the faster they will go. So if you want to get out of your way, really quickly hit them more. If you just need to swing to destroy something and you end up hitting like the yellow balls, they'll go really slow. But just try not to hit them too much if you need them to kind of stay where they are more or less. But with that, we get the energy tank, and now we go into Act 2 or Area 2 of Cyberspace. And Cyberspace 2 is not very different from X. All these levels for the most part are going to be the same as X, but this one not so different. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. So here, just be very careful. If you have the air dash, you can time it right, you can dash that opening so you can avoid some damage. Otherwise, if you take a little bit of damage there, it's not the end of the world. And then right here, make the ball go down, switch here, make sure the ball lands right in the middle, then hit the switch again, it'll roll down, switch one more time, it'll fall through the purple floor, and that's the only way you can destroy that purple floor is with those balls. Yeah, very quick, very easy level, second half. So here we're gonna abuse the heck of their Ryujin, and then just keep on smacking. I guess because he's sort of like a virus at this point, the fire kind of like destroys the virus. I don't know, purifies it. I'm impressed you made it this far. Yeah, what he said. But yeah, Cyber Peacock, just up triangle or up Y for the Xbox controller or whatever it is for the Switch if you're using it on Switch, but super easy. I like to just run left and right to make sure he doesn't actually like teleport right on me, because that's his main method of damage at the very beginning, is contact damage. And then once he gets in the air, I do like to hit him a few times. That's the attack we're going to get from him with Zero. Once he's like in the air, I don't think he's actually going to do, maybe he might, who knows. But where he uses his homing laser to hit you, that's when I like to use a few attacks and then use the Ryujin to maximize damage. So one attack, maybe two, and then use Ryujin and finish him off. And that's it. That is such a surprise face on Cyber Peacock. Anyways, with that, we will be given the, I want to say it's Rokohoa. I want to say. I really want to say it's Rokohoa. Yeah, it's Rokohoa. So this is Zero's Giga attack, and this is his only attack that has energy. So you have 4 blasts of this, and it basically does what Peacock did, with shooting his peacock feathers in all directions. It's super strong. It can destroy Storm Eagle really quickly, and that's who we're actually going to take on next. But we have an awesome anime cutscene, one of my favorites, not my favorite, but one of my favorites. And so I'm going to go ahead and let y'all watch this part, folks, and then I will catch you in a few.
Colonel!
What?
I'm disappointed in you, Colonel. Ah!
What do you think you're doing?
It's not too late. Stop the coup now.
Never.
If that's your decision, prepare yourself!
Stop, please! Brother, please! Don't you remember? Zero saved my life.
Oh. Very well then. I'll spare your life for now. But next time, there'll be no mercy.
Zero, please, don't fight with my brother. If you do, I'm afraid that one of you may end up...
Someone must stop Repliforce.
Zero!
Okay, so that was a pretty cool anime cutscene. I really love that one. It's probably like my 3rd favorite. Zero's opening is probably my 2nd favorite, and then the last one that we get with Zero at the his 2nd to last one's my favorite. But now we'll go and tackle the Air Force, which means we're going to tackle Storm Eagle. Now Storm Eagle, before he joined Repliforce, because he wasn't originally with Repliforce, he was friends with the Maverick Hunters, and he was also friends with Storm Eagle, who I kept calling Storm Owl in my X playthrough. Now, I would assume he was sympathetic to Storm Eagle, but he never joined Sigma's Rebellion in the first Mega Man X game. But because X killed Storm Eagle, Storm Owl, of course, started resented X, and I imagine once this rebellion happened, he took it as an opportunity to kind of have a little bit of revenge with Mega Man X, but of course, you know, that didn't work out very well. Here, jump and dash, get the hard tank. So then end up very well with it. And make sure you use this right armor to the best of your ability to just charge and shoot, and it's enough to take out everything here. If you charge it while you're on the ground, you will not be able to move, so jump, use the hover ability, so double jump and you'll hover, and charge and just start annihilating everything. This is literally the best thing you can do for this part of the level. You can stack on energy for your energy tanks, they drop it because you don't take any damage for having the right armor, so it's very useful for that. So just avoid the Independence Day spaceship lasers, and then, you know, just continue on. And we're almost done. So once we clear that little ship and we get on this one, we'll teleport out of the right armor and we're done. Now, this part is going to be exactly the same as X, as I probably said for probably half a dozen times for the last part in this part. But where X's armor part is in this level, I've never gone up there with Zero, so I don't know if there's anything actually up there. I imagine the only way you can get that is if you had the double jump and you got on that little sliver of platform to wall jump off of. But again, I don't know if there's anything up there, or even if you could get anything up there. But here, if you use the Ryujin to hit the eye laser, or the camera, whatever it is, and then you can really take it down with like 4 attacks. Because again, all of Zero's attacks, well, most of Zero's attacks, hit multiple times because there's very few invincibility frames. And the good thing is you get a full heal, so you can be a little bit reckless with that red eye. But here we're gonna fight Storm Owl, so let's see what he has to say, at least before the voice kicks in. Why did you judge us as Mavericks? Wait, stop, the coup.
我々を敵に回した報いを受けよ。
So storm out, let him get really close, and then use Rokahoa, which is going to be the R2 button or the right trigger. Now, this seems like a kind of stupid thing because he'll make contact damage. For every time you get hurt, you'll charge Rokahoa up. So even though you get hurt, it does help you a little bit. Just make sure you can do it so much that you die. And as I said, it makes Storm Eagle just so freaking, like, he just goes down to it really quickly. And every time one of those attacks hits him, it counts as a separate hit. So you hit him like 5 or 6 of those hits, you're basically hitting him 5 or 6 times with his weakness. So really good. So here we'll learn, okay, it's Tenkuha. I always thought it was Konbu. Konbu is a split mushroom, man. So Tenkuha is actually going to enhance our Z Saber, and we can cut enemy energy shots with our Saber now. So you can destroy even more stuff that isn't, you can destroy more enemy projectiles with Zero Saber now. So very nice, very good. It also makes it purple, so that's kind of cool. It loses its green color, which I like more, but you know, I prefer the ability over the aesthetics. Now Web Spider, he was originally a Maverick Hunter belonging to the Zero Special Unit, serving as a Comrade Zero, the unit's leader. So he worked for Zero basically. Spider then was transferred to Replicant Force later on to lead their commando division, and it was here that Spider was a superb soldier who earned multiple honors for excellent service. And of course, once the rebellion started, he remained loyal to Replicant Force. So there's that. Now, since now we have even more of Zero's abilities, and we have Ryujin, we can get the Heart Tank right away. And this is just me showing that Dr. Light's capsule is not there, so can't do anything with that. So just go ahead and go through this stage, take out the enemies, the little Poseidon enemies, just take them out with a few more hits. 2 hits with your Saber, I think, is enough to do them in. I like to jump and hit them with my jump air or jump neutral attack as of right now, because once a big split mushroom, the attack changes for the worst in my opinion. But as of right now, that jump and swing attack is pretty brutal for them. They get hit quite a lot with it. So go up here. We're almost done. Like I said, these levels go down really quickly with Zero. More so because you always got to keep moving forward with Zero to get the most out of Z Saber. Get into the right position with Zero, and then just continue going on. So you really feel very much in control with Zero once you get used to it. Like you feel like you're in absolute control with Zero. But destroy the door, continue on, we get to area 2. Now what I would have liked to see here, and I didn't say it in my X playthrough, is if you use fire, I wish you could have like burnt the canopies of the rainforest down, like the area that you can't see that's above Zero, like where the snakes are. I wish we had Rise of Fire region, you could have burned that like tree canopy down and see a little bit more. I don't know, it's just a little attention to detail, because they did allow you to burn the wood in the later section of this level, which is coming right up. That's a nice attention to detail. I just would have liked to see it done just a little bit more, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And as you see, Ryujin just destroys like those beehives with impunity. So go ahead and get the health on the left, and then here you can go ahead and destroy the wood here. There's nothing special here, it's only special on the one that has the heart tank. So just continue on, and here just destroy those snakes, jump and dash right here. If you have Jet Stingray's ability, otherwise you'll have to wall jump, or hang off like the platform and then wall jump really quickly to that wood that had the heart tank in it. So get the health there, destroy this, and then make sure you take out those webs or the spiders. That way you can get across here into Web Spider's arena. Now, Web Spider's weakness is technically, let me see here, it's technically Shipuga, which is going to be /Beast's weapon, but because the way Web Spider is in the air, you can't really do anything with it. So it's kind of better to, let me wait for Web Spider's little words here. I know he's coming up. And as you can see here, Spider and Zero kind of have a history going by their conversation, but here we go. ここを通すわけにはいかんのだ. So, the best thing that you can do is just use your normal attacks. He's not a super hard Maverick with Zero, I find, because again, you have a lot more control with Zero, especially if you have split motion with double jump, which I don't have, but as you can see here, I'm tearing him apart. And Storm Owl's ability does not make your attack stronger, it just allows you to destroy more projectiles, which unfortunately you can't destroy the web from Web Spider, but again, Zero is just, you just feel so in control with Zero. Even with the bosses, you don't have their weaknesses with. But again, once you get him to half health, just like X's boss fight, he will make this giant web, and he will have a little bit more movement, and he will still shoot his web, or he'll shoot spiders. With the spiders, I should have waited a little bit or gotten out of the way before I did that, but with Ryujin, you can destroy those spiders as they get shot out. Now something because I was just looking through what he says when he shoots out the web, he says, he's supposed to say here, which is Japanese, or the Japanese is sore, which is here. I never really knew that. I've always heard it as Johnny for some reason, but it's kind of nice to know, but I still hear Johnny. But with that, we're done with Web Spider, and we have one more Maverick to take care of, I believe. No, a few more Mavericks to take on. We still got to take out Split Motion. Now, Raijin Geki it's a pretty nice attack, but it's very slow. But we'll talk about that in the next part. I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Later, and bye.